student will investigate and understand the water cycle and its relationship to life on Earth. Key concepts include: there are many sources of water on Earth. The energy from the sun drives the water cycle. The water cycle involves several processes. Water is essential for living things, and water on Earth is limited and needs to be conserved. Water is really important to life on Earth. Did you know our bodies mostly consist of water? Water is everywhere and in everything. It allows us to grow and things like plants to grow. It is in the food we eat. It allows us to be big and strong, and it makes transportation easy. That's why it's really important to try to limit the amount of pollution to our planet. How might we, as an individual, limit the pollution to our planet and in our communities? Fresh water makes up less than 1% of all the water on Earth. It is considered a very limited resource. What if the fresh water on Earth ran out? What do you think would happen to the individuals who live on Earth? What do you think would happen to you and I? It is important to know where our fresh water comes from and how to develop a plan to protect it. Fresh water comes from rivers, reservoirs, and wells. Where do you think water goes when it rains? The process in which water moves from the ground to the air and back to the ground again is known as the water cycle. Let's take a look at this simple puddle on the ground. The sun's rays heat the ground, causing the water to turn into water vapor. This process is known as evaporation. As the water rises, it begins to cool and turns back into water droplets. This is known as condensation. As the newly cooled water vapor fills the clouds get heavy and eventually it starts to rain. This is called precipitation. There are many forms of precipitation, including rain, snow, sleet, and hail. As the form of precipitation pours down, more puddles are filled on the ground. The process is then started all over again, and it is important to know that this process was started by the sun. What do you think would happen if one process didn't exist in this cycle?